my beginner status has got me today. And I gotta tell you, I did hate welding. Kind of liking it now. This car is just really not sure what I'm gonna do here.
Push it into place.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh,
hey,
wow.
Look at that. Hello and welcome to Gearhead 704. I'm Matt, and today we are on the long-running project of the channel. Of course, my SSP, my 88 notch pack. But we're making some progress today, hopefully, and we've been making progress. Last time we really got into it was the sandblasting. Also, I did cover how to pour the template, or Matt poured the template for us last time. The template is what we're actually using to weld in the new metal, make sure we get our cuts right, make sure everything fits perfectly. So if you're not sure how to do that part, I covered that in the last video. I'll throw a card to that, so you can check that out if you want to, if you're doing something similar. But yeah, anyway, today it's back to more welding. The sandblasting is done for now, although we'll have more of that in the future. But back on welding, my back is a lot better, but I did sort of re-injure it recently, so it's just, it's about 50%, but enough for me to be able to do welding. So I'm gonna go ahead, do the welding, show you guys that. We've done welding before. We already did the passenger side, that's all done. But the driver's side is what we're focusing on today. And then after that's done, guys, we can go ahead and put the cowl on. That's what we're replacing. The cowl, it had, you know, obviously a lot of rust, and I've got tons of videos on that. In fact, if you wanna catch up on the whole build, I've got a playlist, everything we've done to this point to repair the rust. But anyway, enough of that. I'm at Fox Mustang Restoration today, and I'm gonna get in there. Matt's gonna help me set up the welder. We gotta do some grinding first, because we do have some high spots that we gotta get where we can get all that metal flush. Go ahead and weld it. So we gotta do a little bit of grinding first. Matt is gonna help out with the grinding. The reason is, again, my back, and I'm not quite comfortable using that tool. So you'll see Matt doing that, and then I get to do the welding. So we'll see how much we can get done today. It's kind of a dark and dreary day around here. Hopefully, I get done with that welding that side, and I think I should. So anyway, enough talking. Let's go ahead and get started on this. As you saw there, Matt was doing a lot of grinding. Not only did he grind on the car, but he also ground the two pieces down. So this way we can make the metal very flush, right? We're not gonna have a bump stopping us from getting a good fit. Let me show you how those pieces came out. This is the big one. This one goes, connects to the cowl. Obviously it connects to the A-pillar. And right here is where Matt had to grind down. There were two large bumps, so those are gone. You can see those in the previous video. Also, he got this piece right here. That's where I drilled out some of the spot welds before. So it is all flat now, good to go, except there's one thing. I've got to go ahead, I've got to prime these pieces again. I also have to prime everything on the car that basically went down to bare metal before we weld. So I want to get that weld through primer on there. I'm going to do that next. I'm not going to show that on video. I'm just going to get that done. And when I come back from that, what you guys are going to see very next is I'll begin and start to weld these pieces back in the car. Remember last time we covered the template, I told you what we're going to do with it. So I'm going to show you guys the mark. Matt was just using his micrometer, and you can see he made a mark across here. It's about 1/10 of an inch. He measured that with a micrometer, and it's about 1/10 of an inch above. Because remember, last time we want to leave a little bit of metal. If you leave too little, that's no good. So this is about ready to cut, and then once it's cut, be able to start welding. Of course, we got to put the other piece down in there first, but this will be ready to go. All right, all the cutting's done. We're gonna see how well she fits there.
Let's check the template.
Well, that template check's always good. Should be just a tiny bit above.
Yep, so we'll line that up. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, template looks pretty good. All right, y'all, let's take a look. Let's see how I did. This is the first time I've really been almost completely on my own. Matt came in every now and then, but pretty much he didn't watch this time. He just let me do the welds. So I'm getting better, but I'm still making a lot of mistakes. But let's go ahead and look. All right, this right here was my first one. I did pretty good on that one, not too bad. But over here on the side, I messed up a little bit. You can see we're gonna have to, of course, grind all these down. But that was me trying to fix it right there. Also did all down the side here as well. And then I know this is gonna have to be fixed. This piece right here, yeah, this right here, I'm pretty sure I botched that pretty good. There's like a big air pocket in there. So we'll see that when we grind down. I think there's still holes there where I didn't fill. Up here might be okay, but the bracket is in all the way and solid. So we're good to go there. Nothing really to worry about. Grind it down, and then once it's ground down, might have to go back and re-weld just some little bits. But once that's done, pretty much almost done, then we get to go with this. And I think I'm gonna have the A-pillar done today, guys, or at least pretty close. So right now I'm hungry though, so I gotta get some food and then I'll jump back on this. All right, the welds have been grinded down. Let me show you what that looks like here. You can see all those bumps are gone. Now I do have some spots in here I need to fill. Low spots, kind of like right there. Right, pretty good over here. This side actually had more trouble than I realized. So you can really feel some dips through here. I'm gonna try to just put straight metal right down, flow it all the way down so we get that nice smooth look. I've got a few things I've got to do, and I'm gonna go ahead, finish that welding up, make it perfect, or as perfect as I can. Then we are ready to take the top piece and begin to put it on. Also have to bend some of the metal around. So basically you're shaping up kind of metal here, guys, and it's tedious, hard work, but I guess it's not really hard. It's more about technique. Anyway, I'm learning, and I need to get back on it because I really want to finish this side today. So check this out. These pieces, you saw me hammering them down, got them in line. Now this right here, this has to be welded, these two. So I'm gonna start with basically the same kind of welds I did right here, these little tiny welds. I'm just gonna try to start right there in the gap and then build on top of and build my little bridge and get it all the way out to here to the end. So that's what's next. Then we might be ready for the other piece. I keep forgetting there's so many little steps. All right, let's see what we got here. Finished welding, had a lot of little problems, had to go back a few times on this side. Matter of fact, Matt finished the final welds on this side. It's still hot, but nice and smooth. We will have to primer over this before we weld this piece on, but we cut this, so let's see. I'll have to hand Matt the camera here, make it fit. All right, let's see. Wraps around. Like this. Okay.
There you go. Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Push it into place.
Oh,
hey, wow.
Look at that. All right, show them here. That's pretty darn close, right, Matt?
That, I would say, that's as close as it gets.
It's like darn perfect. Darn near perfect. Yeah. Obviously, I mean, there's a gap right here, but we'll tighten this down, it'll close it some, and then we weld the rest, right?
Right, so what you'll do is you'll put a couple little tack welds, just a little spot weld just to hold it in place in a few places. Then you'll start welding it and slowly bend the metal like either up or down and putting it into place. Bend a half inch, weld a half inch, bend another half inch.
Just lining it up basically, right?
Yeah, you're just working it along. But you see, this is a really, worked out really well. Look, that almost mates up perfectly. These are lined up.
These are all lined up, yeah.
So, yeah.
Look at that.
It's still a little bent out of shape.
But that's just bending the metal.
Right there. I mean, you can't, honestly, we can't ask for anything better than that. Yeah. That is perfect. Got a little, so it's a little wide right here. Yeah. Probably because I accidentally did a double cut when I took the original off. But that right there, that's not too thick. We can still fill that with tack work, just like we did below it. Yeah. And then, yeah, once that's in place, we'll start bending all this stuff back into place. And that's going to look real nice.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's you can't ask for a better lineup than that.
That's a nice clean cut there, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, this was the template cut that we made earlier, right? With the, let me show you guys. With this, right? That's how we knew where to cut. And look how it lines up right around the corner here. this looks, and these holes here, just really happy about this. Really happy. So of course, right, what I need to do under here before we weld again is I've got to hit all this with primer, more weld through primer. So I'm going to do that on all these metal spots. But yeah, once I do that, then I'll be able to take the piece that you just saw we put in place, weld that on, and then it's back to the cowl. Now we're gonna have to do a little bit of sandblasting again, like third or fourth time, but you know, it's gotta be done. So I do wanna finish this out though in this video. So what I'm gonna do right now, I just dropped that. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow, and for you guys, it'll be in just a second. I'm gonna go ahead and just transition, head home for myself today. Be right back with you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'm wearing a different shirt, we'll see. And we're gonna finish this up. We are gonna finish this driver's side A-pillar. I wanna do it in this video. So we'll catch you guys for you in a second. And just like that, it's the next day for me. Just a little bit of time for you. But anyway, I'm back out here. We are gonna go ahead, like I said, and finish up the A-pillar repair. So we're getting ready to get set up. The car's in position. We're gonna get the metal piece. Matt has to trim one more thing off of it. Here, we gotta trim this little piece off the top here. This came off an 83, and so this right here, where my thumb is at, this is on the 83. So Matt's gonna trim that off. You can already hear him over there. He's getting ready. Get it in place, weld it up, and we should all be done. So a lot of that will be time lapse, but I do wanna carry you guys along for the whole process. And I'm not on as much medication today as I was yesterday, so I should have a little more energy. I do wanna apologize yesterday. You know, some of the energy wasn't quite up to my normal. You know, I was just I was on painkillers. So anyway, I'm gonna get this done and bring you guys along, and then we'll wrap the video up. Hey guys, I just let Matt see my handiwork, and I gotta tell you, I did hate welding. Kind of liking it now. I'm kind of getting into it. All right, here we go. Okay guys, I just finished up my welds. They're getting better, but we'll see when we grind it down. So Matt is going ahead, and we're basically gonna get this, we're doing this next, right?
Yeah, we got this mounted very solid right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and move this portion into place where we actually cut, and we're mating up to the original line. I'm gonna go ahead and move this into place so we can weld that, and then we'll finish the rest of this.
And this will just be all little tiny tack welds?
Correct, yeah, just like that little split seam you did right there, same thing.
Cool.
So,
moving right along, guys.
Yeah.
Because the metal came off another car though, we had to pry it and bend it to get it off. That's why we're kind of having to shape the metal as part of this process.
Right, yeah. So you can see it's almost lined up there. It looks a little low, so I'm gonna try to tap it up. Oops.
But it's
there we go.
It's lining up pretty nice.
That's looking pretty nice right there.
So anyway, yeah, that's what we're doing, but moving along pretty quick. Finish those few, almost done. Let's see.
Your welds are definitely getting a lot better, so that's a bonus. But yeah, so all right, we're working on lining this line up, right? So we used the clamp to kind of hold it in place. You threw a couple tacks in there. Yeah. Now that we got a couple tacks in there, we don't need the clamp. If you look where you stopped, this piece, the piece we're welding on is actually a little bit lower than the piece we're welding to. Yeah, so, this is dipping lower than this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bend it into place to line up as much as we can. As much of it is lined up, you're gonna throw some tacks in, and you're gonna stop, and then you're gonna manipulate it and line the next section up. So whenever you're doing a piece of metal like this, to line it up, this is always what you have to do. So I'm just gonna place the screwdriver in here. You see how I'm bending that up, and that's lining up now? Yeah. So we're gonna bend it to where it actually stays in place. Now look, now it's lined up from here all the way to this corner. If you feel that, that feels pretty flush other than the raised lift where it's cut.
Yep.
But if you go over here, you can see it starts to come out of line again after this point. So what we'll do is we'll weld up to this mark right here, and then we'll manipulate the metal again.
Okay.
All right, but you're gonna go ahead and keep doing the tacks until you reach to that point, and then you're gonna manipulate again. You're just gonna keep doing that until you're all the way across.
Okay, obviously I stopped the time lapse because I just wanted to get in there and weld, and the camera's in my way and you have to think about lighting. But anyway, enough of that stuff. Let me show you guys where I'm at in the progress. So this is my bead, which kind of looks ugly, but it's really not too bad. It's solid all the way through. I need to finish, Matt just inspected it. I need to go a little bit more right here to finish this out. And then if we go on the underside, under here, you guys really can't see it, but there is some space right in there. I need to try to close this up. Once that's done, you see this piece right here? I gotta knock that down. Also, this metal right here, this has to move over. You can see it's out of alignment. This hole should be going in, aligned over there. I'm gonna have to knock this metal this way and then finish welding this up. So what does that all mean? It means that this takes quite a while, and I thought I was gonna knock it out today, and I am, but I don't know how much else I'm gonna get to do today. It's just taking some time. So for me, it's a 2-day project, and I know this video might be getting kind of long, but I want it all to be in one video to not have to drag this out for you guys. I want to show you the progress. I'm gonna jump back on this. I don't think I'm gonna do any more time lapse. I think I've got enough of that in this video, but you get kind of an idea of what I'm trying to achieve here. So I'm gonna see if I can bring you guys back after it's done and then show you the final result. So I keep saying we're gonna close this out, and I find more to do. So let me go ahead, stop talking to you guys, jump on that, and hopefully when I come back, you have a nice finished product to look at. Okay guys, it's been a long time since I've updated you. For me, it's been, I think it's been about 3 or 4 hours. This is where I've gotten to. Basically, it looks like it's welded on. You can see this is a good weld. These are pretty good. Up here, I had a blowout. I did not back it with copper tubing. I don't know if I need to fill that hole, probably. Blowout city through here, so that's me trying to repair it. And then this one in particular right here was a lot of trouble. Pretty much, I think I'm ready to grind and then look for any spots that are left. I do have to find out if I need to do that. If I do, I found out this helps a lot. This is copper backing, and I think we pointed out this before, I can't remember, but if you put that behind there, it makes it not blow through as easy. So that's the deal. I know this has turned into a really long video, and honestly, it's just a lot of work. So I think I said that already. Anyway, gonna get these grinded down and then see what other spots I need to fill, and hopefully, almost, fingers crossed, guys. Almost. All right, well, my beginner status has got me today. It's got me today, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and have to wrap this video up. I will show you guys how we ended up after going ahead and cutting all this out, grinding it down rather. So grinding it all down, right here is a really, really bad spot. All kinds of low spots there. Got several through here. I'm just gonna have to do really short, quick welds. Also, there's a little gap in here, which you guys can't really see because of the light. Probably one of the more interesting things is right here on this side, got a hole here, and same thing happened to us on the other side. This is the driver's side. We've got a hole right there. So that happened in both cases, same place. Oh, I almost hit that. So yeah, I wasn't able to finish the repair in this video, and it's pretty much just takes time because I'm a beginner and going really slow, manipulating the metal. Yeah, it's much more challenging than I could do in one video. So I was hoping to finish it all up. I'm not sure if I'm gonna even do the rest of this on video. I'm gonna hang around a little bit longer today, try to finish it up. Probably won't put that on video. Just gonna go ahead, wrap it up, and I'll show you guys next time. I don't know, I might start a new video too. Really not sure what I'm gonna do here, but today I felt much better. I guess I made more progress. Right now it doesn't feel like it, and this car is just, it's after me, guys. It's really making me put in the work. So I have no idea what I'm titling this video. I have no idea. You guys know already, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you're stopping in for the first time and you want to see me rebuild this car from scratch, essentially what I'm going to do, please subscribe. I do upload 2 times a week, every Sunday and Wednesday, and I've been doing that for 2 years straight now. I haven't missed. So that's pretty cool. I hit that milestone. I may miss an upload here or there now, you know, I don't know. The car is really going slow and I don't want to keep re-showing the same content. So we'll see. But anyway, this is a long enough video, and we'll catch you guys next time here on Gearhead 704.